Hey everybody, welcome back to the Right Amount of Rant podcast. I am your host, Rival, forever joined by my good friend Julian. Say hi, Julian.
Good morning, afternoon, evening for anyone who's listening.
Yes, for whatever time you are listening to this. Hopefully it's not right before you go to bed and you start hearing my voice in your sleep. But we are here once again with some beautiful, glorious topics. I have them all listed right out in front of me. This blank notepad tells me everything we're going to talk about today.
The notepad of knowledge.
Notepad of knowledge that has literally nothing on it. So this is what we're going to do. We've got a couple of small topics. We've got a couple of things. Honestly, I've just been lazy this week. It's been a weird week where I've been very lethargic. The part of the diet that I'm currently on where I've been subsidizing my boredom where I would normally eat with sleeping. And I've been sleeping way too long. So as a result, I've been sleeping around 11 to 11 and a half hours a day. That's too much.
How much have you lost? How much weight have you lost?
I've lost almost 10 pounds.
Nice.
I can feel it in my clothes.
They're starting to become looser?
Yeah, they're looser. Like it's not my pants so much as it is my shirts. Like I can feel it in my shirts more than anything. But yeah, so my voice is back.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just shy of 100%, but I am, despite all the pills I'm taking, I am still being just bombarded with the sniff, snortins, Bjortons. A phrase that I've created that Julian cannot say that off the podcast just before the podcast right now. We just proved that he couldn't do it. So
hey, you're talking to the guy who used to say lobby instead of lobby, so
that's fine.
Hey, that's what I say.
At least they kind of sound like. No, if you say sniff, snortin, Bjorton, you say sniff, Norton, Bjorton. You forget the S on snortin, and it makes me go, did you swallow something in the middle of saying this? Did you? Do it now.
Sniff, Norton, Bjorn.
Right there. Fucking right there.
Yeah, no, I can't.
You can't say sniff, snortin, Bjorn.
And I partially blame my Spanish because there's some words that they have S's in it, and we kind of don't say them.
See, I blame Argentina too, so it's okay.
Yeah. And also blame Argentina
as well. All right, so we do have some actual, very interesting news topics and some news stories, some Florida mans, some Argentinian mans. Let's be honest, it doesn't matter where you're from. If you're doing stupid shit and it's probably illegal, you're a Florida man. Let's be honest. We're just going to categorize you. Your location or place of birth does not change your Florida man status. So, first thing we're going to talk about today is apparently, Julian, are you familiar with the abomination of a platform known as TikTok?
I've seen some of them recently on Twitter.
Yes, they are just like little kids. Well, okay, I'm gonna preface this. It's not all little kids. It's people who often have no ability to entertain others, who are creating the dumbest videos possible of them doing the dumbest things possible in order to get some kind of attention. I guess the best way of saying it. That's my impression. If your impression, your mileage may vary, but the only people that like watching these videos are people that like watching just the cringiest of human being stuff. It's just, I can't do it. It makes me hate my species. I can't do it.
Wow. So, to that level? Oh my God.
This is an article that my friend posted to our Discord. This one comes from Gizmodo, but TikTok teens, try saying that 10 times fast, are dipping their balls in soy sauce and lighting their houses on fire. We're going to touch mostly on that first one.
Well, why? Why the balls?
Why the balls? Well, we're about to get to that.
Let's get it.
All right, are you ready?
I don't think I am, but let's do it.
Okay, so I'm going to read part of this article. Basically, basically, the article goes into the idea that there was a recent study that came out in 2013. Not so recent, but apparently people find this stuff way later than they should. And it says, not only the mouth, but also several parts of the body, including the stomach, lungs, brain, and testicles, have taste receptors that are sensitive to umami. UMAMI, which is the Business Insider piece defines as the amino acid taste of soy sauce.
Okay.
All right. So far, we can follow what's being said. There are taste receptors in other places of the body besides the tongue. Okay?
Right.
All right. The article says that the receptors are actually on the inside of the testicles. Okay? So the study says that these taste receptacles, are inside of your balls. Inside.
Oh.
They're not on your scrotum.
Okay.
These kids are dipping their scrotum into soy sauce, trying to taste the soy sauce with their balls.
Okay.
So even if, say, we were to split your scrotum in half and let your balls dangle out, which is super painful, I'm sure, but
I don't want to think about it. Oh my God.
But more to the point, even if you like, it's inside. It's not the surface of the balls themselves. It's not the scrotum. It's not the balls. It's inside. But all these kids, apparently this is, do you remember the fire challenge?
I remember the one cleaning pill thingy that you used for clothing challenge.
It's not a pill. It's not a fucking pill. Oh my God.
Candy like.
It was the Tide Pod
Yeah,
challenge
the Tide
is
Pod
what
challenge.
you're referring to.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name of the product. But yeah, I remember that. And the fire challenge. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the fire challenge where we talked about that on the podcast where
Yes.
people would put a flammable liquid on their body and then light it on fire just to see if it happens. See what happens. Yeah, your face lights up like a fucking candle, dipshit. So these people, while this one is far less dangerous because you're getting a little salty sauce on your balls. But I mean, this is so dumb. Why do people do these things?
For science.
None of them actually read the report. They just heard, hey, did you hear you could taste soy sauce with your balls? Really? Yeah. Yeah, you can. But what you're dipping in the soy sauce is your scrotum. That's not your balls. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Well,
Come on.
As long as they don't go the hardcore way and, cut that open and,
No. If you're going to be a citizen scientist, by God, you better start splitting your sack. You split that sack right down the seam, too, by the way.
How the hell did we find about this?
Oh, why were people, like, investigating why are, like taste receptors all over the body?
Yes.
Too much funding, not enough shit to actually investigate. Yeah, we've got cancers to cure and other stuff out there that actually needs investigating. Do your balls know the taste of soy sauce? Why is this a thing?
Well, the same people who cure diseases also made video games. So yeah, the science is a wild word as well. In the world where we try to find the solution of something, we find the solution and problem of something else. By accident sometimes.
I don't know what to say.
It's just stupid.
All I'm saying is that apparently there's also a hashtag called hashtag soy sauce challenge.
How trending it is.
I don't know. I'm not looking it up.
I'm not going to do that.
You can ruin your Twitter search where like it starts showing you soy sauce stuff and like soy sauce, like
no thanks.
Grown men dipping their balls in soy sauce. If you want that to show up occasionally on your Twitter feed, you do it. I'm not ruining that. I'm not Googling that.
I want my Twitter feeds as they are, full of shit.
Full of shit? Not balls? You don't want the balls?
And otters. And otters.
What?
I have otters on my main feed. That's cute.
You have a lot of stuff on there that I could bring up and probably embarrass you on from the things that I'm seeing you retweet occasionally. So, like, yeah, no, I could point it out. But if anybody wants to know what I'm talking about, go follow Julian on his Twitter.
Yes.
He'll follow both of us, but mine are usually just dog videos. I retweet a lot of dog stuff because I love doggies.
We all love dogs.
I love dogs. Julian, quick, what's your better, dogs or cats?
Dogs. Without a doubt.
Are you saying my meats is? Are you saying little meaty, who is not in here right now? Are you saying
that's
little meaty is not as
surprising.
good as a piece of shit dog? Is that what you're saying?
No. I'm just saying that dogs are better.
Why?
Because they are more friendly. They tend to be more cute. And
have you ever seen a kitten?
Yes. Meats is adorable. Meats is not a cat. Adorable. He's superior.
Meats is a cat.
He's superior. He's a superior race.
He's superior to every dog I've ever owned. That's not true. That's not true. I should not insult the memory of some of my lost puppies.
Oh.
And by lost, I mean they've gone to the great beyond.
What about Remy?
Could suck the inside of my ass.
Hey, you can dip some of soy sauce to see if you can taste it.
No, here's the thing. My wife, before we got together, I want everybody to understand. Meaty, for those who are uninitiated, is the name of my black cat. Okay, he's super adorable. He's a Hemingway cat, which means he has extra thumbs. He's super adorable, very soft.
Yes. And I can attest to that.
For those uninitiated, for why what the hell kind of name is Meaty? Well, his real name is Black Velvet, and that's what the shelter named him. And I said, I'm not calling a dude cat Black Velvet because that would be
out of the question.
Gay. And I'm not calling a dude Black Velvet. I'm not doing it. So I was like, I'm gonna let you name yourself. Like, what kind of characteristics do you got? He's a giant meathead. He's a meathead, and eventually the name got shortened down to Meaty. Like I could call him Meats, Meaty,
Meats,
little bit Meats. I don't know. He responds to it. He seems to enjoy it. It fits him really well. So I'm not gonna like anybody. I knew people that named their cats bitch. So I mean, cat seemed okay with it. So I don't care. Don't come at me with bitch. It's like, come here, you bitch. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna have a dog. I'm gonna call him Pussy. Just
Well,
how that
whatever. I mean,
goes.
a lot of people in Argentina don't they don't speak into English, so they won't know that you're naming it after a cat, apparently. No, dogs are generally better. But here's the thing. I was almost forgetting to talk about Remy. That's my wife's dog. That's
Remy.
the dog that she got before she moved in with me, before we even met. Like, she paid an exorbitant amount of money. She paid a lot of money for this dog. This is not a rescue dog. This is a bred dog. This is a Shiba Inu. If you don't know what that is, it's a Doge. It's the Doge. D-O-G-E. That's Doge. That's the internet meme. Okay, only it's the less attractive black version, which is not to say anything about black animals, because I love my black cat, so everybody shut the fuck up.
I still think he's adorable.
You should.
Hey, I love dogs.
Well, Remy is adorable. Okay,
Yes.
He's just not as attractive as like the red version of the Shiba Inu, which is actually brown, but they call him red for some. I don't know. It's like a damn colorblind person is naming the colors on animals. It's fucking retarded.
Well, talk about the red panda. It's not red, it's brown.
No, a red panda actually is red with hints of brown in it.
Oh.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't be naming colors. The thing is that Remy does, and he's been doing this thing lately that is just driving me up the wall. I got into an almost physical confrontation with the dog 2 nights ago. Like, I was standing over him like, this is about to be an alpha dog fight, dog. Me and you about to throw down. And the whole reason was because it doesn't matter what I'm doing. It doesn't matter what I'm doing at any given point in the day. Occasionally, just occasionally, he'll stare at me nonstop for several minutes. And it's not just when I have food. I've been paying attention to this. I could just be watching the TV sitting on my normal spot on the couch, just doing that. And out of the corner of my eye, I'll keep track of how long this little motherfucker stares at me.
He wants attention, maybe, perhaps.
No. He is far outside of like the attention giving range. Like, my feet couldn't reach him if I got up and walked several steps.
Oh.
No, he's at like his bed. He's deciding that he's just going to watch me. I'm not making any noises. I'm not doing anything. He hasn't approached me. Nothing. This little motherfucker wants to stare at me. And it drives me up the wall.
Maybe he knows that it upsets you.
Well, he does know now because I made it damn clear.
Oh, boy. Little Remy's taking revenge.
I did it in front of his mother. I was like, you take care of your damn dog. Get your damn dog. You get that damn dog. Stop staring at me. And ever since I pointed it out to her, she's been watching too. And every once in a while she goes, he really is staring at you. I go, I keep telling you he is. Now, as his owner and parent, figure out why he's staring at me.
Ooh, why? Please tell us. Don't keep us in suspense.
I don't have an answer, Julian. She's still under investigation on this.
I thought you had it.
No. I wish that was a simple solution right there. No, It's still being investigated as to why this dog occasionally, I thought I saw him walk to the door. I was about to, like, does he know that I'm talking shit about him?
Well, I mean, you are shouting his name. So.
Remy! This is a live experiment on the podcast. Remy! I'm so stuffed up I can't hit the normal tone for it. Remy! All right, no, that little black and brown sumbitch ain't coming over here right now.
He knows. As in Remy. He knows.
Well, no, he's a shithead and he doesn't respond when he doesn't want to. He is more of a cat than my cats are.
That is correct. That is true.
He's a shithead that literally, he doesn't like going for walks. He doesn't like doing anything around the house. The thing that he gets the most excited about every day is when someone comes home and when he gets to go to bed. He gets excited to go to sleep. The thing that he does all damn day anyway.
You need to get a greyhound. They sleep all day.
No, I don't. No. Although I have a feeling a greyhound would be more loving than this dog. And I want to make this clear. I don't want any bad things to happen to the dog. Me and the dog just don't see eye to eye. Because when he's looking at my eyes, I'm looking at something else that I'm doing. And this is called staring or stalking. Yeah, I'm on to you, you little shit. So's your mother now. Your mother is now suspecting you of criminal activities. All right, so... we got wildly off topic from the talking about soy sauce balls. So we're gonna do a little something different. We're gonna switch. Normally this would be the part where we do a Florida man. But we've got an Argentinian man. What's that? Oh, look, Argentinian man. All right, let's be perfectly honest. If you're not familiar with the show, if you're not familiar with the podcast, then what we do between, general rants discussions is we do what a palate cleanser. We cleanse the palate. We give you something funny or interesting to listen to that has no bias or whatever to it, or possibly there is bias. Fuck it, doesn't matter. So we usually throw in a Florida man. If you're not familiar with Florida man, please Google that. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining it. General idea is Florida man is any person doing something stupid and illegal at the same time that makes the news. And usually it's funny. We don't include the violent ones because the violent ones are not funny to us. We don't like those.
Yeah.
So, but to be clear, just because we call it a Florida man doesn't mean it's not just Florida. It's anybody anywhere who does anything stupid and criminal at the same time. We're talking wildly stupid or
illegal.
Interesting, as is very clear in this next article. This one comes from the Daily Mail. This one's actually Julian sent me this one.
Yeah, a news that I'd completely forget about, but it happened. I remember seeing it on the TV.
So, does everybody know what a toy poodle is? I'm hoping you do. Toy poodle is like the really cute small poodles. They're like bred and whatnot. They're very cute, very cute. But the problem is, normally they are like $1,000 each to get a single toy poodle. A man.
Wait, where?
That's just the normal going price. Toy poodle is usually about $1,000.
I need to look that up in my country because I don't remember them being so expensive.
All I know is my wife paid $1,200 for a Shiba Inu, so I'm hoping to God a freaking
Shiba
toy poodle.
Inus are expensive.
Yes, so are toy poodles.
Okay, never mind.
We're getting off topic.
Yes.
Man got shock of his life when he buys 2 toy poodles for $150. Now, red flag should pop up. I've already given you the going price. He should have been paying around $2,000.
True.
This man paid less than 10%.
If that ain't fishy.
Only to be told by a vet that they are actually giant rodents pumped up with steroids to look like dogs.
Oh, God.
By the way, Julian, the website you sent me to, Jesus Christ, could you pump more ads on this thing? They're above, they're between, there's 2 on the right side, there's 1 on the left side.
Hey, it's a British site.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Basically, a British site are filled to the brim with ads. They need to make some money, man.
Well, I'm not clicking on any of this shit, so all you can fuck off.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Gullible bargain hunters at Argentinia's largest bazaar are forking out hundreds of dollars for what they think are gorgeous toy poodles, only to discover that they're cute pooches, in fact, a ferret pumped up on steroids. So these aren't even like rats. They're rodents. They're ferrets. They're pumped to the brim with steroids.
Jesus Christ. That is messed up.
To be honest, ferrets are fun on their own, but they're not toy poodles.
I didn't even know we can get ferrets in my country in the first place.
Hell yeah, you can buy them accidentally as toy poodles. Imagine his surprise when his suspicions were confirmed. He had, in fact, purchased 2 ferrets that had been given steroids at birth to increase their size and then had extra grooming to make their coats resemble a fluffy toy poodle.
Well,
they do have little beady eyes, which is not quite what a toy poodle has.
To be fair.
Like, it doesn't even look like a dog. It's long. It's lanky.
It has no ears.
Yeah, well, it has no ears. Where are its ears? It's underneath all that grooming. Honest to God, it looks like a cotton plant with eyes. It looks like a cotton plant with nose and eyes. It's exactly what it looks like. Julian, are you looking at the picture right now?
Oh, yeah, of course. I have the link here.
Like, it looks like, am I wrong? Does that not look like a dandelion? Or excuse me, like a yeah, it looks like a white flower.
Oh, yeah.
With eyes and a nose.
It really does.
Cotton plant.
Yes.
I swear to God, it does.
It really does. A white cotton candy.
And which is really weird because ferrets are normally like brown.
The power of steroids, I guess.
But that thing has been bleached to just, but no, apparently this man has sold hundreds of these things.
Well, it made it to the news, so it has to be worth something. Wow.
I don't know how much the going price of a ferret is, but I'm fairly certain it was just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about this because it's just like, how gullible are people that they buy these things? It's an unusual breed of toy poodle. It's a stretched out long Lamborghini version of a toy poodle. I don't know. If you can imagine a ferret, just imagine a white ferret that's super fluffed up. That's it.
That's basically it. And maybe some meat in it there.
Imagine a mega-sized ferret that's still just as long, but now it's beefy.
And hairy.
And it's puffy. That's it. That's all it is. That's all we got there. And of course, I've got a couple of I got another quick shot right here for you. Mystery as 20,000 pounds of cheese is stolen in Wisconsin. Police say the semi driver was transporting the load from Green Bay to the New York. I'm going to read that sentence again because I don't believe that the is actually there. Hold on.
Okay.
Police say the semi-driver was transporting the load from Green Bay to the New York, period.
Why too many the?
Honestly, that last the is the one that doesn't need to be there. So, yeah, somebody stole 20,000 pounds of cheese. Cheese goes bad.
Well,
and I'm a man who really
wiggly,
enjoys cheese, but Jesus Christ, I don't. Jesus Christ, I don't know many things of cheese. How much cheese can a man eat before he turns yellow?
Not that much. The body cannot sustain so much cheese.
Ooh, I just know if you eat that much cheese, you are not shitting for the rest of your life. Oh, my God. There are two facts when it comes to food. You eat too much cheese, you block up the pipes. You drink too much apple juice, the pipes won't close. That's
wow. I didn't know that, but the apple juice.
You didn't know that?
The apple juice. I didn't know about the apple juice.
Oh, the apple juice will run straight through you, brother. Drink 2 gallons of apple juice and talk to me in a week about how raw you are because that shit will not stop.
Okay.
I have made the mistake. I love apple juice. I can't have it anymore because I don't stop. I don't stop. Like, I'm like, oh, hey, cool, we have apple juice. Oh, hey, cool, I have apple juice. Oh, hey, cool, I have apple juice. Oh, hey, cool, I have diarrhea. That's basically what it comes down to.
Wow.
Apple juice will give you diarrhea, brother.
What is your apple juice made of?
Apples and juice. So no, that was just like Jesus. Like, I don't know why that was a thing, but just, oh my God.
How much again? 20,000 pounds of cheese.
20,000 pounds.
God knows if some of it is actually spoiled already.
Just under 10,000 kilograms.
9,000 kilograms. Still way too damn much.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of flipping cheese, man. To give someone an idea, 20,000 pounds.
Of anything.
There's 2,000 pounds in a ton. It's 2,000 pounds in a ton. So it's 20,000. It's 10 tons of cheese.
Yikes.
That's a lot of cheese, man. Anyway, so we got a couple. You know what? I got one more. I've had these Florida men for like a couple of weeks now, and I just want to get them off my plate.
Bring it.
So hang tight on this one. Florida man wakes up to find burglar sucking his toes, deputy says. These are all from this year, except for the Argentinian man. I think that was a while back, but this one is, these are from this year. So Florida man woke up on Christmas Eve. So the report is from this year. Hang with me. This is Florida man. It doesn't matter. To find a burglar sucking his toes, according to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. When the Bradenton resident asked the stranger what he was doing at his house, because my first response when I wake up in the middle of the night and notice someone is sucking my toes.
Oh, God. Ugh.
What are you doing in my house? By the way, the response from the burglar is just as stupid.
Oh, God.
When the resident asked the stranger what he was doing at his house, the stranger, i.e., person that broke into his house, responded, quote, "There were toes to suck."
What?
The fuck? So he broke into his house to suck toes. That was his entire thing. He didn't break in to steal anything. He just wanted to suck on some toes, Julian.
You know you can reach out for your feet and suck those.
Maybe not. Maybe this dude was fat. We don't know. We don't know. This next line is pretty obvious to me, but I'm going to read it anyway. A fight broke out. No shit. A fight broke out, and during the struggle, the suspect tried to grab the victim's genitals and claimed to have a gun.
Oh.
Deputies say no weapon was found at the scene. So this dude, like, I'm here to suck on your toes. I was like, get the fuck out of my house.
Your nuts. God.
The victim eventually forced the other man out of his house, but deputies say the suspect smashed one of the home's windows as well as the windshield of the resident's car. Oh my God.
Why, is he trying to be a dick now?
I don't know. He didn't let him suck his toes endlessly. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Florida man. Is it Florida man?
This is Florida man. This is Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man.
The Herald reports that investigators swabbed the victim's toes for DNA. They tried to get the spit off of it and tried to track the suspect with a police dog, but the alleged toe-sucking burglar escaped.
Oh. We have a toe-sucking burglar wandering around the town, sucking on toes. Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, God.
And he will fight you if you don't let him suck your toes. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Those are fantastic. I love them.
How? Why? Why? We cannot question the Florida man's mind.
Sure you can.
Yeah, but he will go after you if you do. Look at this man. Probably was thinking about Florida Man, and then this toe-sucking
He was probably thinking of Florida Man. I guarantee this man wasn't thinking of Florida Man. He lives in Florida. He's used to this kind of weird shit happening to other people around him.
Do you
just never
think
him.
they are?
Yes, I do think they are. They have just acclimated to the idea of like, oh no, weird shit's going to happen to other people here.
Oh my God.
So there was an art. I'm going to talk about this briefly because I thought this is brilliance. Is that I'm not a fan of SJWs. All right, we're gonna get onto a topic here real quick because I noticed there was a book written recently by oh goodness gracious, by a young lady named Titania.
Okay. And
it was called Woke, the Social Justice Warrior Guide or something to that effect. And this thing is just taken to the extreme. And it's a book actually written by a comedian. Okay.
Okay.
The Titania, whatever her last name is. I feel like almost like I should, I'm going to Google this. Screw it. This is what we do on the podcast. I do research on the spot. McGrath, yes. So Titiana or Tits McGrath over here. She's a fake person. It's not a real person. This is a fake, this is not a real person. Okay. It's actually, was it Andrew something or other is the actual person that is this character. And it's a full character. It's a full character. Okay. The book Woke, A Guide to Social Justice, is nothing but satire the entire way through. And it is some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen in my life. Here it is. So I found her Twitter page. If you actually click the picture, clearly photoshopped because this is not a real person. It's actually funny. On the front of it, like the title and everything. If you know anything about social justice warriors, you know they love to tote their own. Hey, look how awesome I am. It's they say her taglines are activist, healer, radical intersectionalist poet, selfless and brave. Buy my book. So it's just
Buy my book.
So I'm gonna read you a couple of excerpts. Now I want you to remember all of these are satire.
Okay, go for it.
The first one I'm about to read is not clear that it's satire, but it's all satire. I promise you. All males. This is a quote from her book Woke.
Okay,
it's actually his. Technically, it's Andrew. All males begin their lives within the bodies of their mothers. They are literally inside a woman without her verbal consent. I cannot put this explicitly enough. The very first thing a male does in his life is to rape his own mother.
Oh,
yeah, that's awful, isn't it?
That is. Yeah, no, that is awful.
That's not clear that that's satire, but hang with me.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay. Now, this one gets a little bit further. Hey, Meats, how you doing, buddy? We're talking about misogyny. How you doing?
Hegemony.
Yes. Let's be very clear about this. Any form of segregation of the sexes in sports, in schools, in toilet facilities, anywhere at all is a reprehensible form of gender apartheid. Okay? Except when it comes to mosques, in which case it's empowering.
Okay.
Do you see how that's like it's jumping back and forth between the two ideas and it's just trying to get points from everything?
Yeah, it's actually kind of confusing me a little bit, but
don't let it confuse you. It's all meant to be satire. Okay?
Okay.
Now pay attention to this one. This one was what I was like, is this bitch for real? Like I wasn't sure up until this point, and I saw this one. Okay?
Okay.
I have been breastfed for the first 6 months of my life. Did my mother not realize that I was vegan? Did she even care? Either way, this was abuse.
What?
Julian, it's meant to be stupid. It's all meant to be stupid. Follow with the stupidity.
I'm trying.
Before I was even out of the crib, I was self-harming with my nappy pin, which is just the pin that holds your diaper on. By the age of 4, I was suffering from both anorexia and chronic overeating.
What?
Think that one through.
What?
It's not fucking possible. By the age of 4, I was suffering from both anorexia and chronic overeating. When the two conditions occur simultaneously, it can be difficult to spot because the victim ends up eating a regular amount of food on a consistent basis.
Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. What?
Oh my God, that's so funny. It's so funny because it's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
But I was bleeding on it. The excerpt continues, goes, but I was bleeding inside. Literally. My insides were literally full of blood.
You don't say! You don't say you're dying over there. Wow.
Oh my God. And this one may go over my co-host's head, but I hope everybody out there catches this last one as well. It's fantastic. As Professor Rochelle Gutierrez from the University of Illinois has pointed out, quote, on many levels, mathematics itself operates on a whiteness factor. Indeed, the Ku Klux Klan were often known for setting fire to plus signs in order to intimidate their victims.
Oh, Lord.
What? Julian, what?
Boy. Okay. We'll bring in the triple K. We'll bring in the triple K. Okay.
Yeah, we're bringing in the Ku Klux Klan, man. Yeah. Just mentioning them is not the funny. It's the joke is that they used to burn crosses on people's, on black people's lawns to like intimidate them. But of course, she's making it to be a plus sign because it's stupid.
Oh, good grief.
It's funny in that regard. Clearly, I find this funnier than my co-host does.
Woo, boy.
So, I'm sorry. There's a book out there called Woke, Social Justice Guide or something to that effect, written by a comedian posing as a social justice warrior. And it is just...
Now I'm curious. Is there an audiobook version of this?
Oh my God. Yeah, hold on. We're going to Google that.
I'm going to Spotify that. Yep.
There can't be. I don't think there is. There can't be.
Not on Spotify.
No one's going to read this.
No one's gonna make an audiobook of this. Wow.
Hold on, audio sample. Hold on.
Is it an audio sample? Oh my God.
Holy shit, there is.
Oh my God. Where?
It's narrated by Alice Marshall.
Oh my God, there's an audiobook. Yep. I found it on Audible. Ooh.
Hold on. We're doing a lot of like just silent, like dead air for no reason because I'm listening to the, oh my God, there's a fucking audiobook.
Well,
oh, I want to cry with happiness because it's so funny.
I think we found your next activity.
Maybe. I don't know for sure. So all I know is that is hilarious to me because everything in there is just literally mocking social justice to a T. Because one of the things that and we talked about this on one of our previous podcasts, is that social justice warriors typically, obviously not all of them, but I'm speaking typically, they like to get points. It's like, how woke am I? Well, I'm going to point out this. It's like, how well can you navigate the waters of social justice and just like point out how well you know them? And that's basically all it is. And this comedian is making fun of everything because they were like, segregation on any level is absolutely horrible, unless it's in mosques, in which case it's empowering, which shut the fuck up. You just contradicted yourself. But remember, they're Muslim. We can't talk about them. Oh, we can't say shit about bad, Muslims. Ugh.
Well, we're talking about the one person that's suffering from both anorexia and chronic overeating, so...
Yes, but you can't tell because the sufferer ends up eating a regular amount of food on a regular basis. It's so sad. It's so sad when that happens to a person.
It's so depressing.
Good God.
How the hell do you find this?
I don't know, dude. Some days I'm just bored and I'm on Twitter and I'm just going down the rabbit hole.
Welcome to the wild world of the internet.
I mean, like, it could be that or it could be Pinterest. And good God, the stuff that I find.
Yeah, no, Pinterest is yet another universe.
Some days I'll just type in stuff into Pinterest that I think have no correlation to each other. And I'll find people that have that. Like, what? Yeah, you can type in anything. It doesn't matter what. Somebody somewhere has something. It's the weirdest thing ever. Let me see. You know what? We're going to go over our long list of topics.
Ooh.
And we're going to discuss something. I've got a plethora of topics, and I'm just going to pick one at random. Julian, you are doing a lot to really add to this right now.
I'm just waiting for the worst.
What are you talking about?
I already said no many times. Also, I'm scrolling through the wrong window. I'm clever sometimes.
Yeah, you are. Here you go, Julian. You know what? We're going to discuss this real quick.
What is it?
Julian, if you had to describe what kind of woman are you typically attracted to? Like, are you into skinny women? Are you into cat women? Because I looked over at my kitty cat. Well, we are kind of talking about going to Japan at some point.
The second you said cat woman, I just got that video you showed me last week, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, God, I forgot about that.
Oh, no. Get it off him. Get it out of the way.
Meats is with me now. So I said cat girls because I looked down at little baby Meats. Meats jumped in my lap. So are you into thick bitches? Is that what you into? You like girls with some curves?
How do I put it?
By the way, that's me scratching and petting my cat, by the way, if anybody hears those noises. We're not professionals. At no point have we ever claimed to be professional. It's a free podcast.
Because being professional sometimes is boring.
It is boring.
It is boring. We gotta follow a standard, and we really don't do
So
that.
I've got this question for you.
Yes.
How thick is too thick?
How thick is too thick?
Yes. How thick,
how
THICC, is too thick?
What are we using for measurements? What?
No. This is purely on a visual scale.
Oh.
How does it look? How thick is too thick?
How do I even describe it?
I can say real quick, it's real easy for me. When you're if you're thick, that means you thick. Means you got some thickness to you, but you still got a general shape.
Okay.
When that general shape starts to turn to mush, or another way of saying that is that when your rolls got rolls, you a little too big.
Right.
Julian, you were adding so much to this conversation.
I mean, just have nothing against your point.
Okay, fine. Let's change topics. Instead of thickness and what you like, Julian, are you familiar with the term cuckold?
No.
Oh boy. Meats get down. Daddy's got to do a rant.
Oh, Lord.
All right. So you're not familiar with the term cuckold?
No. Hang on. Should I?
You should not Google this.
No.
Now.
Should I know about this?
I don't know. It's hard to gauge where Argentina is on like the keeping up with American trends kind of thing.
Probably. Or maybe I do know what it is, but I don't know the English term.
And I don't know how American this trend is. All I know is that there's literally a, there's, oof. All right, we're going to get into this real briefly because I wanted to talk about thick girls because that's one of the things on my list. And Julian was just like, I don't know. I was like, thanks, Julian. You're really helping this conversation so much.
I'm sorry.
You should be. It's just disappointing. So, all right. So cuckolding. Julian has no idea, and I actually like the idea that he doesn't know what that is. Honestly, if he had said yes, I would have been both surprised and we would have had a different way to begin this conversation. But since he typically doesn't know what I'm talking about, it gives me an opportunity to explain to everyone, including Julian, what that topic actually means. So, cuckolding. I don't know where it started. In fact, I don't care because it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. But cuckolding is the trend or the fetishizing. We're getting into the fetishist stuff now, sexual fetishist stuff of men having their significant other be dominated and sexually taken by other men.
Okay.
So let's say you have a girlfriend, Julian.
Yes.
This would be you actively wanting her to go out and sleep with other men and you watch or film it.
Oh, boy.
For your sexual gratification. That's what cuckolding is. It's men who like to watch their significant others get pounded by bigger, beefier men.
I would ask questions, but go for it.
Please ask questions. Please ask all the questions.
Who would submit themselves into this? Why is this a thing? We're weird. People
Dude,
is
it's
weird.
not just a thing. It's a category on Pornhub. There's so much of it. They've created a category for it.
Why am I surprised?
I don't know. It still blows my mind.
Continue, please. Continue, please.
Why? Because I want to get your response to all this because it's literally men who are. That blows my mind because there's no like. Never once when I was growing up, like with all the guys that I was around, it was like, nah, man, I'm going to be like, nah, it's going to be, it was always the concept of.
It's going to be her and her.
There's that male dominance, and forgive this if this sounds like, like misogynistic, but it was like, that's my woman. You don't get to fuck my woman. That's my woman. It's always what that was. It was always, that's my girl. You ain't ever going to fuck my girl. Like that's all it was.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's the reverse in which a bunch of guys are like, hey, you want to fuck my wife?
Oh my
like,
God.
What?
My God. Why? Why is this a thing?
And I don't think it's like just one race or something. It's not just like weird white people. And we'll get into like why are white people so weird? Like on a different. I'm actually going to add that to the Discord right now. No, we now officially have that. I'm going to talk about why are white people so weird in another podcast coming up very soon. But right now, no, this is black people, and it's often interracial. It's often interracial. White guys often get black guys to cuckold their wives. Or, black guys often get white dudes to cuckold their wives. Sometimes Asians get into the mix. Latinos as well. It's there's a lot of weird stuff going on out there, Julian.
Now,
for a man who doesn't have a girlfriend, I'm going to tell you.
I don't. I would never think of doing something like that. First of all, you got to have your girlfriend, wife, or whatever you want to, whatever your
significant other.
Yeah,
there you go. I'll just say that.
You got to have them agreeing with your stupid idea. Your sick idea. It's not stupid. It's sick.
Is it sick? Between consenting adults?
Isn't it?
Oh, no, I think it's fucked up. I think it's severely fucked up.
It is. Yeah, no. It's in a new level of the fucked upness.
It is fucked up, yes.
But the thing is that they both have to agree. And a third party has to, well, the third party's consent isn't the biggest because you can always find another one who's actually
willing to put their dick in a man's wife in front of that man while they film it.
Oh, God, it's still.
I mean, that, yeah.
The further we go into the topic, the more weird out I end up getting. This is
good. This is good. This is good. This is good.
This is awful.
I'm just saying, man, this is apparently this is a thing that's been going on for like the last 7 or 8 years. It's like it's really hit like a stride in which people are into this.
Why do we trend stuff like this?
Apparently there's a female version called a Cut Queen or something like that, in which basically it's the man sleeps with another woman besides his wife and his wife watches. But like that is significantly less popular.
It's still bad enough.
Oh no, I agree. I agree entirely, but I think it's funny. I think it's hilarious because when you hear about it, or if, Julian, if you ever feel up to like watching one of these and you're like, oh my God, what's going on?
Oh, God.
It's like watching a train wreck with sex. That's all it is. It's so weird. It's so weird. Like I can't wrap my mindset around that because like I said, when I grew up, it was all like, no, that's my girl. Nobody else gets to put their dick in my girl.
What's actually worse? The fact that it happens or that people actually get turned on by that?
I think all of it's bad. I
mean, it is pretty bad already, but what's worse?
I don't think either one of them is worse. I think they're both equally bad.
Oh, Lord.
That's my take on it. I think they're both equally bad is that like it's happening, but also like apparently, there's some stories out there that I can't even share on the podcast. And this podcast is pretty much rated R for Rival. So this shit just ain't. This shit, I can't even like. I'm getting right to the edge of what I'm comfortable talking about right here. Like, woo.
We're setting the bottom line.
We're seeing the limit to the stuff that I'm willing to talk about. Like I'm willing to measure my dick on podcast. I won't talk more about this. Because it gets so weird, and I can just start talking about like, oh my God, just
do we have another Florida man?
We do have another Florida man. Do you want to do another Florida man, or do you want to wrap it up?
Let's top it off with a Florida man.
You want to top? Okay, you want to top this off with a Florida man?
Please,
all right, cool.
Please.
This one, ironically, has a similar feel to it. Julian, this made you very uncomfortable, didn't you?
No shit.
Julian, real quick, before we do the Florida man, why are you so uncomfortable?
Dude, are you kidding me? That is messed up. The whole concept is messed up. It weirds me out.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry if I'm over here being sadistic and statistic. I'm not a number. Being sadistic.
I was hungry 20 minutes ago. Now I don't feel anything anymore.
You're dead inside.
I'm dead inside. Yeah, no.
Oh my God, that's funny. All right, so we're gonna end this off with a Florida man at Julian's request, so he can have something to focus attention on.
Please.
All right, so that was a very brief cuckold talk. If you want to know more about cuckold, go to your favorite site and just type in the word and look it up. But don't do this in public. That's all I'm telling you.
Use VPN.
Florida man. From this year, published on January 3rd. A bloody, intoxicated Florida man found passed out on top of Uber driver video shows.
Oh.
Driver says suspect sucker punched him, climbed into the driver's seat. DeLand, Florida. A deputy encountered an unusual scene on New Year's Day when he found a 260-pound intoxicated man lying on top of his 77-year-old Uber driver, both in the driver's seat of a minivan. Body camera video released by the sheriff's office shows. All these ads are making the text jump.
Wait,
the deputy was flagged down at 12:43 p.m., Which? What? Okay, no, that would be afternoon. Okay, we'll just make sure I'm clear.
Yeah,
but the driver of a North Cumberland Road who said there were two men involved in a fight in a Honda minivan up the road.
Okay. Oh boy.
So if you're not catching by what happened here is that as I'm going to keep reading, you're going to notice essentially that the passenger decided to sucker punch a 77-year-old Uber driver and then attempt to climb into the driver's seat with the 77-year-old Uber driver still in the seat. Okay. When the deputy arrived, he found the driver's side door open and two sets of legs sticking out toward the road. The deputy said he found Michael Gerard, 48, face down on top of the 77-year-old Uber driver. Both the victim and the suspect had bloody faces, according to the report.
Wow.
Help me, please get him off of me, said the driver of the Uber.
Wow.
The victim later told deputies he is an Uber driver as he was called to pick up Gerard on the North Kentucky Avenue in DeLand. After he turned onto North Capitol Road, Gerard asked him to stop when the driver pulled over. He said Gerard reached up and sucker punched him in the face and then attempted to climb in from the rear passenger seat toward the driver's seat.
Oh.
Didn't unbuckle him, didn't Grand Theft Auto his ass and like step outside, open the door, grab him, roly-poly him out into the street. No. No, he tried to climb in underneath him and drive that way. Bro, you're 260 pounds. This shit ain't gonna work.
Wow.
I don't care how well you carry that. You ain't gonna fit.
That never stopped the Florida man.
A struggle ensued between the driver and Gerard, and both men punched each other. When the deputy arrived, he pulled Gerard off the victim. The deputy attempted to put Gerard back in the back of his patrol car. Mm-hmm. However, the video of the encounter showed Gerard slurring his words and resisting the deputy's commands while repeatedly saying, "I am complying." Well, okay then. But why are you stopping me? Why are you restraining me this way? Excuse me. But you're on top of some man. You're both covered in blood. But you will not tell me why. I just told you why.
Wow. So apparently it's in his rights to clobber someone.
No, this is Florida man. This is a dumbass Florida man.
Florida man. Yeah, of course.
Oh, the best part is on the link, it shows his mugshot. And he's crying in it. He's crying in his mugshot.
Oh, no, I feel terribly sorry for you.
I don't.
Well, sucks to be you.
Oh, and he was by that particular county, he was named the first scumbag of the year. Good job.
Nice.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Good job. He sucker punched and attacked a 77-year-old Uber driver who then somehow, because both their legs were facing out, it kind of looks like he was sexually assaulting the guy, but we know he wasn't. Both legs are pointed out toward the road. They're both face down. It looks like he's trying to sexually assault the guy. Just saying. If I walked on that scene, I'd be like, yes, this is really awkward. But yeah, no.
But then you got to remember, Florida man.
Oh, yeah, Florida man. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed all of that. That was I enjoyed particularly Julian's response to the term cuckolding. Oh, that's going to give you nightmares now.
It's a good thing I actually didn't know about it. Otherwise, it will be a less interesting scenario from earlier.
I don't know. I think either way it would have been very good because had you known about it, you may have had more to say. Like, oh yeah, I know what this is. This shit's nuts. Let me tell you why.
I actually like this shit. No, I'm not. I don't.
Whoa.
I don't.
Whoa.
I don't. I don't.
Whoa.
I was just metaphorically speaking. If I
No.
I'm not. I'm still not hungry. So yeah, imagine how badly that puppy.
Yeah, because you're so full on talking about cuckolding.
I think I killed.
Julian has decided not to respond to that. Like,
I killed Rival.
No, you didn't kill me. My allergies
May
killed
your
me.
lungs rest in pepperoni.
May my lungs, well, that's part of why I'm so fat. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a little bit of an unusual podcast, but we hope you guys enjoy it. Next week, we're going to have some better organized topics. We're going to be better off. We're going to have more all around the world Florida mans, and we're going to talk about why are white people so weird? We're going to talk about that. I'm going to let you know right now that's going to be one of our topics. So look forward to that next week. And as always, friends, stay awesome.